Things boomer kids did that would shock parents today. The last one feels almost impossible in today's world. Number 1. Leaving home for the entire day. Imagine a child leaving the house after breakfast and not returning until sunset. No cell phone, no GPS, no way to check in. Boomer kids spent entire days exploring neighborhoods, riding bikes across town, fishing in creeks, climbing trees, and wandering places their parents had never even seen. The only instruction was simple: be home before the streetlights came on. Number 2. Riding in cars without seatbelts. Before modern safety laws, riding in a car was a completely different experience. Kids bounced around the back seat, stretched out beneath the rear window, and sometimes rode standing up while the vehicle was moving. In station wagons, children often sat facing backward in the cargo area. At the time, it was considered perfectly normal. Number 3. Drinking water straight from the garden hose. On hot summer days, nobody carried water bottles. When boomer kids got thirsty, they ran to the nearest garden hose and drank whatever came out. The water was usually warm, tasted like rubber, and had been sitting in the sun for hours. Yet millions of children did it without a second thought. Number 4. Riding bikes without helmets. For many kids, bicycles meant freedom. They raced down steep hills, jumped homemade ramps, and carried friends on handlebars with no protective gear at all. Falls were common, scraped knees were expected, and most kids got back on their bikes before anyone noticed they had crashed. Number 5. Playing on metal playground equipment. Old playgrounds were built very differently from today's versions. Metal slides became scorching hot in summer. Merry-go-rounds spun at dangerous speeds. Monkey bars stood above concrete and asphalt. A simple trip to the playground often involved cuts, bruises, and the occasional broken bone. Before I tell you the last 5, make sure to hit that follow button to support the channel. Number 6. Buying candy cigarettes. For decades, stores openly sold candy designed to look like real cigarettes. Children pretended to smoke while copying adults they saw in movies, television shows, and everyday life. Some brands even packaged the candy in boxes that closely resembled actual cigarette packs. Number 7. Riding in the back of pickup trucks. In many parts of America, the bed of a pickup truck was treated like extra seating. Kids climbed in, held onto the sides, and rode through town with nothing protecting them except their grip. Today, the sight would alarm most parents instantly. Number 8. Knocking on strangers' doors alone. School fundraisers often sent children door to door selling candy, cookies, magazines, and raffle tickets. Kids carried cash, talked to complete strangers, and sometimes spent hours walking through neighborhoods without adult supervision. It was considered a normal part of growing up. Number 9. Spending entire summers without sunscreen. Boomer kids spent countless hours outside under the summer sun. They played baseball, swam at local pools, and rode bikes from morning until evening. Sunscreen wasn't used nearly as often as it is today, and many families viewed a sunburn as nothing more than a sign of a good summer. Number 10. Using payphones and secret collect call tricks. Before smartphones existed, payphones were a lifeline. Kids memorized phone numbers and often used a clever trick to avoid paying. They would place a collect call and quickly say their message as their name. A parent would hear something like, "Mom, pick me up at the mall," refuse the charges, and still get the message. Long before texting, it was the secret communication system of an entire generation.